where the two channels meet. So if you look up underneath, it may look completely rust-free.
Here we are, the Jeep Farm staff.
This is my baby. This is my money hole. This 1948 Willys Jeepster. It's got a 50 front end on it. I bought it, I want to say 2 to 3 years ago. It was, I call it an 80s, 90s billet rod. Tons of billet, wood, terrible wheels. It had sat outside for a long time. Had no top on it, had weeds inside and leaves and, you know, a sweet ass cassette player with 60s bebop tapes in it, and I thought it would be an easy turn to have a cool rod, and it ended up being a pretty much every nut and bolt restoration. As you can see, I'm partially into the body work now. It's got a 350 Chevy with a 383 scat kit, Elderbrock heads, got a Lunati Voodoo cam, dual quads, 700 R4 tranny built with Corvette servos and the whole 9 yards. You can tell what color I'm going to paint the car. I did the firewall, smoothed the firewall, put a little decoration bead down here, tilt wheel, power rack and pinion. It's got a Fat Man front end. The whole front end has been powder coated in neochrome instead of chrome. This is all powder coating. There will be a panel that'll hide this inner fender that'll be painted the body color. I wanted a Jeep Hot Rod, and I thought about slamming a Wagoneer and making it an autocross thing, and was out at the Grand National Roadster Show and ran across this thing for sale, and I was like, well, there you go. The only way you can mix a hot rod and a Jeep together. So it's something I can advertise in, and I'll have my logo on the back and cruise around, and it's a Willys, it's a hot rod, it's a Jeep, it's kind of a little bit of everything. One of the coolest things about the Jeepster is the actual windshield frame, the Duval or split windshield. The rear fenders have been widened by the previous owner 2 inches, which required a custom offset front and rear wheel, which were made by Wheel Vintiques. Right now I've got their dog dish hubcap in it. I may try to adapt a Willys hubcap in there. I put a new top on it. It's got new window curtains that drop in on rods. The inside, you can see I did the tilt wheel. I did a Lecara banjo wheel with a Willys horn button. I custom made the dashboard center with help from my buddy Aaron. It's got classic instruments, gauges. The knobs are actually 40 Plymouth, which I epoxied and drilled and threaded for modern switches. There is a hidden stereo in here in the glove box on top of the steering wheel. Brooks Stevens designed it. I love his taste. Very neat with the split windshield, and the lines on it are just super cool. It's a very oddly designed actual flop for Willys-Overland. I mean, it was designed to be a huge success, and it was a total flop because everybody wanted roll-up windows, and you know, this has lift-out curtains, and beautiful design, but didn't work out well for Willys-Overland. But it's a totally neat rig. I mean, I love the shape of it. So it's hard to find something that has that cool of a shape that's a Jeep. It's not a box. I've done some cleaning up on the rear end. These are original Jeepster buckets, but these are 39 Chevy LED lights. The previous owner had 44 tail lights recessed into the tail of the car. And I really, as I said, I really want it to look like a stock Jeepster, but lowered. So when it's all burgundy and everything, other than the interior and a couple of clues, it'll pretty much look stock, and I can't wait to get rid of the yellow. The bright yellow is not my thing, but it's fun. It's very fast. I can't wait to finish it this summer and get it painted, and next year do a lot of cruising. I hope to drive all the way out to California, do US 1, and then a goal is to do Route 66 all the way home. I'm from North Carolina. To do Route 66 all the way there and back. Take about 3 weeks to do it and really log some miles on it. So I've designed it to be comfortable at highway speeds. That's the goal, is to be able to cruise.
Roll B, scene B2, take one, Mark.